Oh, is it? I was going to say, what an intro that was. I can't hear it. I haven't really listened to it yet, but you guys are hearing it for the first time. Let us know what you think. If it's better than the rap 3-track that me and Bassy put out in 2017. Okay.
We're fucking in, finally.
We started again. Alrighty. New intro track.
Round two.
New intro track, everybody. Let us know what you think. Crafted and written, performed, and curated by Bassy himself.
Yep. I did it in about 20 minutes, I reckon. And I sent it to you, and you're like, yep, sounds good. I was like, sweet, keep it. So I can keep it.
Well, it was in the West episode, wasn't it?
It was premiered on episode 21. This is now episode 22. 22,
yeah,
mate.
Know.
We're at bloody 22.
Almost at the years of me.
Yeah.
Of my life.
I wonder when we'll reach me.
Oh, not too long, mate. Not too long.
We should do it.
We already have. Weren't you last episode?
21, yeah.
We should what?
We should do a birthday episode when it reach our ages.
Fair. Okay, tomorrow. Let's drink. Tomorrow, next one.
Do you reckon the amount of episodes by the time we die will be our age, or will be more than our age?
More. Surely. Unless something goes horribly wrong and we ended it like, I don't know.
24.
How have you been anyway, mate?
Yeah, good. I've been pretty good. I've been relatively... I've just been like... I don't know what to do apart from go to work now.
Yeah?
There's like nothing to do. So I'm just working... Like I said, I was working like 6 days now. And now every day I'm just like, I guess I'm going to work. And then I'm at work. And I'm just like, well, I guess this is it. And then I hadn't had any musical inspiration until I sent you that idea this afternoon.
Which is... Holy fuck. Sorry about that. My apologies. Yeah, dude, I hate patches like that. Especially like in Victoria, it's got to be way, way shitter than it is.
I mean...
the rest of Australia, because like you've... In a depressing way, you don't have anything to really look forward to, aside from dinner.
I'm pretty lucky. Like it'd be hard if I wasn't going to work.
Yeah, it's good that you can fill that time.
Yeah, and I'm around. I'm literally everywhere now. Like today, I drove past the streets of like people's houses that I knew.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I should go say hi. And I text them, and I'm like, nah, I just can't. I just feel bad like being able to go. And like fucking it up for everyone kind of thing. Like not that I will, but just being able to do that makes it harder for me to...
Very tempting, isn't it?
Yeah, easy as. And then tomorrow I'm like delivering out west near my parents and I won't be able to even go and see them, but I'll just be like...
Yeah. Dude, you sent me some Snapchats I can't remember the other day, and one of them was you taking a dump in the place that I used to live, which was Cranbourne East or Cranbourne. And then you were in that same day, you were in the next place that I lived, which was Mornington. I'm like, what is he doing?
Dude, that was funny as I just delivered all the way up and down the coast that day.
So weird. Is that one of your big days? Like, you had a fucking big day yesterday, didn't you?
That was the first big day. I mean, it's not a big day. It's just a long day. It's not like I'm working super hard or anything. It's just that I get up now at like 5 a.m.
Oh, God.
So then I'm allowed to... I can clock on from 5, and then and most of the places I have to pick up from are like an hour away, so which is fine. Yeah. So by the time I get there...
So you clock on before you leave?
I basically clock on when I leave home and then clock off when I get home.
Wow.
Because there's no set depot, so I get paid to go to the place where I'm picking up from and then drive home, which is pretty sick.
Sweet.
So I basically get 12 hours a day without working 12 hours a day.
Do you like get overtime for that fucking that amount of hours?
It's because I'm a contractor, no. But I get, I'm working Sundays, so on Sundays I get time and a half, which is like $45 an hour.
Like it's Sunday.
But I get paid a minimum of 8 hours, and on last Sunday I left home at 6, and I got home at 12, but I got paid till 2.
Right. Okay. So you could just do like 4 hours on a Sunday, and they'll still have to pay you.
Yeah. 8? So like, because I kept refreshing it, and no more work was coming through, so I'm like, oh, I guess that's it. And then I went home, and I left my scanner on for 8 hours, and nothing came through. So I was like, sweet, get paid for 8 hours.
Oh, so I guess if you just went home and you hadn't really clocked off, and you could just refresh the thing and go, oh, I guess I could go pick this up.
Yeah, if it comes through. Yeah.
Fair. Fuck, it sounds like, I know there's probably like there's good days and shit days, but that sounds pretty...
It's super cruisy. Like, I literally have nothing to complain about.
It sounds good though, but yeah, I could see like when you do, if it's, no matter how difficult or easy, like if it's easy, it's still draining.
Yeah,
there's no like
it's just
mental
like,
challenge or...
It's just like staying at home and watching TV all day, and you 8 hours later you're just like,
get up and you're fucked.
I'm so fucked, and I've done nothing. I've done literally nothing.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that big time.
How you
what
been?
do you do when you... Oh, me? Today, I feel really good today for the first time in fucking forever.
That's awesome. That's good to hear.
I'll tell you why. I'll say thank you.
Are you drunk?
No, halfway through my first, but I haven't eaten all day, so I just had dinner. Actually, I'll put that down. So I've been meaning, and you've told me to for so long, to get into skating. For some exercise, for some mental stimulation. And I never go out on my own because, I'm bad and I can't skate, can't do anything. But Aiden hit me up today and was like... Well, he hit Leah up, actually, because he knew I wouldn't reply. He's like, tell Jake I'm going to the skate park if he wants to come. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'll get off my computer, go to the skate park. And I got there like 5-10 minutes before him, and I was just... You know what skate parks are like? There's just like teenagers and just like...
people who can
scary
skate.
People there. People who can skate. But they don't skate. They sit down, right? They sit down on the box or whatever, and they're just like... They look and they judge. So I was just there, just going... stretching for like 10 minutes before I got there. I'm like, fuck, if they're looking at how long I've been stretching for, they're going to think I'm going to drop in and just do some fucking 900 off the spine. Thank God, though.
You should have.
Aiden walked
just
up to me
attempted it.
and he's like, can't even ollie. Aiden comes up to me, he's like, yeah, I hate fucking skating in front of these guys. Let's just wait till they go. I'm like, oh, thank God. So, got on the board. I was rusty as always because I haven't picked it up since fucking, I don't know, the WithCon tour, maybe.
Yeah.
So everything had just gone. I couldn't even ollie. All my like prior like things that I had worked up while we were on the road were non-existent, and so I was just rolling around pretty much. Aiden was like dropping in and stuff, which impressed me. He's like, I can't do it. It scares the shit out of me.
So good.
Yeah. And so he's like, dude, I was so shit, like not long ago. I've just come here every day and I just keep going and going. And it was crazy how much like difference I had noticed from when I got to the skate park to when I left. I was there for maybe like 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
And like I already felt like 10 times better.
That's sick.
Like I got a bit of confidence up and I felt good to like, get my brain fucking moving and get exercise. Even though it's like fun, it's still fucking wore the shit out of me, dude.
Oh man, skating fucks you up real good. Like you don't understand how much your legs just get railed from skating. You're so tired.
I'm definitely gonna feel it tomorrow. I can 100% guarantee that I'm gonna wake up fucked.
When I was a kid, I used to watch like the X Games and stuff, and I'd be like, man, they're not even like sweating or anything. And then they goes in close up on them, and they're just like. It's like, they're like so fucked. I'm like, why do they only skate on like the park for like 30
they're rolling? Why are they
seconds?
fucked?
Like, why do they only do it for like a minute? Why can't they go for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Like in the game. Like in the game, why can't they just keep going?
Like in Tony Hawk, why can't they grind forever? I kind of want to go in the morning. I feel like I'm hooked because I've finally gotten out there, and just like seeing the progress made me like get really horny and just want to keep going. Like I'm determined to like I kind of came down one end of the park, came up the other. Like I'm trying to like get up the half pipe,
Yeah.
and then land flush, which Aiden had just learned the other day. And I was watching him do it. I'm like, fuck, so fucking close. I just couldn't get it.
I'm always scared of, like, I was always scared.
Yeah.
That's why I never got better. Like, I was always scared of falling.
Yeah.
And then, especially getting older, you just know how much it's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
this is me now, like having no injuries today. But if I have a fall tomorrow, you best believe I'm not skating for the rest of the year.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I know the mentality is you just need to throw that out and like know that you're going to get hurt to progress.
Yeah.
Like, you have to accept that as part of progression. It's just like with anything, like, you know you're going to suck, but the sucking in skating means you're going to get hurt.
Exactly. But like Aiden was saying to me also, like, one thing that and he struggled with as well is getting too eager before you like actually start nailing stuff. You like, maybe say for example, I landed an ollie once. I'm going to try and land a heel flip now. It's like, I can't even guarantee that I'm going to make an ollie. I need to just get that down
so you
before
nail
I start doing anything else, you know?
So you can nail that with your eyes closed.
When you get when you get over ambitious is when you start like just stuffing up, like just making stupid decisions because you think you're, I don't know, on a roll.
Yeah, that's exactly me. Like, oh yeah, I can do an ollie.
Yeah.
I can do an ollie if the wheel is not moving. It has to be like tiny bit on the grass or like in the crack of the street.
On grass, yeah.
In the crack of the street, and I can do it. Any movement, I'm fucking falling off this fucking thing.
Yeah, 100%. Because I told Aiden actually when I said I landed a double heel flip once in docks on the carpet on the With Contour. He's like, double heel flip? I'm like, trust me, I could never hit that on concrete moving or even hit it again on carpet. It was a once-off thing.
Yeah. I just heel flipped it.
I was going for a heel flip.
It just happened.
But yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me. I've been trying to write and stuff, but I don't know, just get into this fucking, not this funk, but like you work at something for like 4 hours or something, then like nothing's coming to you. You're like, waste of time, can't do anything. But I feel like now that I'm getting exercise, done it once. Now that I'm going to be getting exercise, it's going to be better for my brain to like, you know, get away from writing music and like, okay, go exercise, go skate or something.
Yeah, just to like, and you get to like see random shit, or like whenever I'm out doing, like whenever I'm out running or doing whatever, and I don't have any music with me, because sometimes I just like running without anything and just looking around and seeing stuff, and then I start singing like song ideas in my head, and then or just like not even just like envisioning like what a demo is in my head, and then just thinking of words or like hearing that verse sound, and just like it just keeps playing in your head, and you get like some idea. Or randomly, I remember when we got back, my routine was wake up, have a coffee, sit at my laptop for about 2 hours, and then just riff, and then I'll go out for a run or do a workout or something, and then come back for like another 2 hours, and then try and finish that idea, or like leave it somewhere where I know I can move on from. But it's really hard because if I have that idea flowing, I don't want to stop. But
don't want to stop because you always know, like, because you always think, oh, like, I know where it's going, I can just come back and do it. But then sometimes you sit back down and you have just fucking nothing. You can't even remember the simple lick you were doing. You're like, what the fuck?
So I like getting out everything, because I was just working on the demo before, the idea I sent you. I was just working on that before, and I had like that guitar riff that I sent you, and I was like, oh, I'd be sick if the bass line was doing something, and I quickly laid down like the bass thing, and then you texted me. I was like, all right, at least I have that idea there, so I can get the vibe back.
Yeah.
And I kind of got stuck with that part, and I was just like, all right, worst case, I just shoot the idea to you, and you just hear it and you keep working on it or whatever, or I save it, and then when we get back together with the boys, I can be like, yo, what do you think of this idea? Does anyone feel anything going anywhere? And if everyone says no, then and we just chuck it. Who cares?
Well, because like I think also like it's hard working on something like heaps before you know anyone likes it. Like there's always a risk. But like when you sent me that song, beep, 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 it was just that and bass and drums. So simple. And then I wrote the whole verse and chorus, like vocally and melody. Sometimes it just works. I've never done that with any of our other songs, but you put down the bones of the song, and I was able to see where you were going with it anyway.
I think that's important. I think I shared it with you guys the other day in the group chat. I was listening to like one of those Loudwire Wikipedia fact or fiction videos on YouTube, and it was with the Used, and they were talking about one of their albums called Imaginary Enemy, I think it's called, and the guy like said on Wikipedia that it said that they recorded the whole record vocals first and then wrote the music around it. And they're like, yeah, that's pretty much true.
Holy shit.
They're like, that's pretty much true. Like, so Bert, the vocalist, like basically wrote...
McCracken.
Bert McCracken. He just basically wrote the song, like, wrote a song vocally, just melody. And then brought it to the guys, and then they basically pieced their parts to his melodies.
That's crazy.
So
not even just like chucking down a basic acoustic guitar or something.
And I feel like it's a good idea because everything is there to support the melody. Like you can write write a super strong, like the songs do sound different, and it's weird going when I went in to listen to the record because I hadn't listened to it before. Knowing that they recorded the vocals first, it was weird hearing like intros and like bridges and musical parts because just going, what the fuck? Like it's so weird. Like you think the song's gonna go somewhere and then it just ends up completely like it's like this rocky part and then it just goes hard into this electro bit to suit the vocals and you're like, what the fuck is happening? but it works.
That's so weird.
It's so sick. You should listen to it.
Because I feel like it'd be very easy to, if you write a song fully vocally, it'd be very easy to just put very, very basic things behind it. So it'd be, I guess, I'm interested to hear that record and see like
it sounds. I hadn't listened to it before, and Craig loves the Used. And when I told him, he's like, I just sent him a picture of the record. He's like, that is an insane record. And I was like, all right, I'll listen to it. Like I was going to listen to it anyway. And then like and I told him, and he's like, fuck, I didn't know that they did that way.
Yeah,
it just made it even crazier because like there's a lot of anthemic vocal bits that you just think, oh, they just try to write an anthemic vocal part. But now going back listening to it that way, you're just like, this is fucking crazy. Like the music is so sick. And in the interview, the bassist was like, it was so easy for me because the song basically wrote itself. He's like, we were writing and like you could only do so much. There was definitely parts where he could like fuck around, but like he's like, everything had to suit the melody. Everything had to make the song work. It's not like we wrote these fucking sick riffs and then Bert had to go, try and sing over this, like these insane riffs or whatever. It's like the other way around, which is what it should be. It should be the vocals and the like chords or the harmony working together. Yeah. Instead of just like everyone.
You know what's weird?
Trying to make it sick.
I wonder how he envisioned the songs. And I wonder if they turned out like close to like what he was actually thinking when he wrote the melodies, because he probably could have had like something completely different.
Or maybe he didn't. Like maybe he just thinks in who knows? Maybe he just, because I don't know if he plays any instruments or anything like that. But I'm sure you can definitely envision in your head. But I feel like he might have just been like singing the melody and like got a beat with him or whatever. But knowing like the people, the bassist and the guitarist and drummer in the Used are like great musicians as well. So it's like it'd be cool to be in that environment because he basically just came with the melodies and they just jammed the songs and like wrote them and then recorded them in the same time. That's kind of thing.
That's a really interesting process. I'm sure like probably there's other bands that do that as well.
Yeah,
but I just wouldn't have picked that from the Used. I'll have to give that like record a listen.
I think it was just that record they did like that as like a thing.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Just a gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, probably something that they wanted to do to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
It was like their 6th or 7th record, maybe.
Oh yeah, they've done plenty.
Yeah,
one sec, I gotta let the dog out.
Oh, good. Who let the dog out? Who let the dog out?
Oh, far out.
Man. That was great conversation. You just missed out on great conversation then.
I bet I did. I'm so sore. I've been going to the chiropractor.
True.
Because I'm at this desk a lot. And I go there every Monday, which is the most I've ever gone to a chiropractor. So I'm getting regular adjustments, but I really notice now when my body's fucked, like I feel the top of my spine is just cooked. I really notice it, like I tense my muscles like this a lot for no reason.
Yeah.
And I just try to fucking set it down. And oh my God, I'm just feeling very sore. I'm meant to be doing these exercises to strengthen my back because I have such a weak back muscle.
Whereabouts in your back?
I've been doing them. It's like the middle, like in my spine, like either side of my spine, and it's so weak that it can't support this side of my shoulder. So this is like
your left side. Yeah,
it's like pulling it forward.
I think
So
I think you've told me this. That's
yeah.
It would. I don't know what that would feel like. It would feel weird as.
Probably because I was fucking giving birth via forceps. Given birth, I was extracted from the womb with forceps.
Oh yeah.
What have you been cooking recently? Have you got any new food fads? I was wondering because I've got a bit of an obsession. Not that I've cooked it.
I haven't cooked it, but I've consumed Kate's cooking. We have been smashing. Not smashing. It's only been like twice or 3 times. Oh, what is happening? Something's happening. Anyway, it's been 3 times this week so far that we've had this, and the Beyond Meat, like 500-gram slab of meat, was on special for like
the minced thingy,
like $15, and we were like, whatever. And then we were like, oh, we'll get burgers, and then maybe we'll get the special as well. And then the burgers, 2 burger patties, was $12.
Oh, the Beyond ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was $12. So and we were just like, fuck it, we'll just get the slab of mince. We could probably make more with it anyway. And it's only $3 more expensive.
Good
So
call.
Kate made meatballs with it, and they're fucking delicious. They are probably, like, as someone who would still enjoy meat, I think I like them more than actual meatballs.
Wow.
Because the way they made me feel after eating them wasn't shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like less heavy.
Yeah.
And doesn't feel like, I can't really remember what it felt like to have like a meat coma, but I know I had them plenty of times from McDonald's and stuff, but it's just so heavy and you feel like a fucking piece of shit.
Especially when you buy the cheaper mince or whatever. It's just like that fatty,
the leftovers.
That fattiness just like sits on your tongue or whatever. Anyway, so we made. Well, we didn't make. Kate made these meatballs, and we basically the first time we tried it, she used the whole packet, and she made like 40 meatballs, and we just ate them all. We just ate them all with pasta. So then we went back, and the special was still on. So we made burgers last night with them. Kate spiced them up so deliciously, garlic, breadcrumbs. The first time we made them, Kate put egg in them because when you make burgers, you bind them with egg. But then we realized that the Beyond Meat is super sticky anyway, so you don't really need anything to bind them. It's fine.
Yeah. They have their own fucking stuff in it that when you put the burgers on the pan, it releases this kind of coconut oil, I think.
Yeah, I think it's coconut oil.
So it can cook in its own oil.
Yeah.
Instead of I put oil on anyway.
And you see it sizzling on the pan. You're like, oh, it looks like. I sent a video to my sister, and she's like, beef, and I'm like, nah, it's not. Anyway, and then so we bought the slab again, and so we made 4 burger patties from it, and we had meatballs again just tonight. So it's kind of worth buying the. Yeah, I think the slab is worth $20 normally, so it's $5 cheaper. But it's still you wouldn't eat it. It's not good for you. It's still a junk food. No. But if you want meatballs or something, and you're craving something kind of meaty. Yeah. So that and seitan, I had made seitan wings the other day. It's fucking good as.
Yeah.
But it fucked up my stomach so hard. Nah, that was on Sunday night.
When you made different cuts. Oh, okay, right.
No, on Sunday night. I made just huge fucking Wicked Wings size seitan wings, and I made a huge bowl of them. I just used the rest of the flour that I had.
Oh, dude. Now that I feel like if you have a lot of them, you'd feel like a bit of a.
I didn't feel like shit, meaty shit. I felt like I have just overeaten so much
Eaten,
food.
yeah.
Like my stomach was just like you know when you take the skin out of a football and it's just like super blown up.
Yeah. Oh, so your insides are just
Or
max
like it's
capacity.
like my stomach's just a basketball with covered in eggs.
I haven't had any seitan in forever. Now I kind of want to buy one of those slabs because I've seen them in Woolies, but have never.
I made the slab. Oh, the Beyond Meat slab, you mean?
Yeah.
It basically
I've
you
seen
move
it, but
you
I've
move it
never
the same
bought it.
as you move like mince meat. It's like the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
Same feel.
The thing that I've been like, I'm a very fad kind of person with everything I do, listen to, wear, whatever. This week it's sushi.
Oh, I was thinking about
I am
sushi today as well.
Obsessed. Don't know why. I think someone mentioned it in the watch party. I think Teg was getting sushi, and I was like, And I ordered some shiitake, some like teriyaki shiitake sushi. I ordered like 3 tubs of just like these 8 rolls. Oh my god! Fucking plowed them all. So good. I think I slept at like 5 p.m. too because I had just
food coma.
dipped into a little food coma. But
That's
that's my obsession for the week. And I think like when I do this, like I have these fads where I'll smash it for a week and then I won't have it for I don't know months.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Like
Maybe like
I did the same thing. Like
with the meatballs.
Yeah, the meatballs or like the seitan. I don't know the next time I'm going to buy the flour, but because I had all the flour, the wheat flour in the fucking cupboard, I was like, I'll just make it again. And I'm going to make like the carbonara again like this weekend because I bought this nice pasta for it. Like this like a more expensive like homemade kind of pasta. That's one thing I want to try though, making our own pasta.
Make your own pasta.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be cool. You should film it.
Yeah, I should film a lot of things. I'm just too lazy.
Yeah, nah.
Actually, I'm not lazy. That. I'm not lazy to film. I'm lazy to edit.
Yeah, because he has to do passes after pass. But
and then Kate will just be sitting on the couch going, "I'm fucking hungry. Stop filming this shit."
Yeah, you just speed it up a little bit,
babe. I
feel like once you like learn, where's Daisy? I feel like when you learn how to do something like that too, like for example, you make the seitan, you're like, okay, sick. I'm gonna make it tomorrow, and this is how I'm gonna make it better.
Yeah, that's
just keep.
Basically what I did. The first time I made it, it was alright. The second time I made it, it was okay, and the other day it was good. And I didn't need it as long because I wanted it to be a little bit more tough. Like I wanted it to be a little bit more meaty and stuff, so I didn't do that. And now I add a heap of like tomato paste to it to get it like red and meaty. Because when, like it's insane how like gelatinous and like tough muscular it gets when you make it. It's like it feels like you're holding like an actual steak, like a steak, and you're trying to rip a steak apart. It's like really tough. It's insane how it feels that way.
They do. I've only made it like once, I think, but it was either tough. Yeah, I think maybe because, like you said, I didn't need it enough, and I just couldn't be fucked, needing it for the right amount of time. But I was like, it's got a bit of bite to it. So I had to make them like thin pieces because if I left it let it rest like this, I would have been fucking.
Especially when you boil it before you like marinate it and stuff, because like you make it. I don't know if you did it like this. So you put all the ingredients together and then you add your little bit of water and then it starts like combining together and it's like gets really gelatinous. Yeah. Then you knead it for like I think the second time I kneaded it for like nearly half an hour. Just so
holy fuck!
Because I was just watching a TV show.
Determined.
I was just like watching a TV show, so I just kept on kneading it, and then I was like, it's episode's over. I'm done. Whatever.
On the couch, just.
Yeah, right. But then when I ate it, it was like super like soft. It looked meaty, but like it was soft. It was like tender.
Right.
Whatever.
Dude, that would have fallen apart kneading it for half an hour.
Yeah, it was good though. And then the last time I kneaded it for maybe 10 minutes. So and it was still pretty good. What was I getting to?
The boiling part?
Yeah, so the boiling part. So it expands when you put. So you have like a piece this thin, and then it will be like double the size when it comes out. And the mistake I made with the wings was I cut the pieces like it looked like a chicken wing size, and I boiled it, and it fucking went like wide, and I was like, it just got deep, and I was like, oh, I should cut them more, but fuck it, I just battered the whole thing and chucked it in the fryer.
Yeah, you cut them to the size that you want to eat there and then they just get bigger. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I should just fucking get a big enough pan to put the whole slab in and just let it cook and then chop it later.
Seitan cake.
Yeah. But I wouldn't eat seitan as a burger. I had to have it as like a steak
Strips
or
something.
Chicken strips or chicken wings or something like that. Nuggets. Yeah. We're doing a cooking podcast now.
I feel like I've been kind of slack with cooking as well. It's a cooking episode. Fuck it.
I love cooking. Cooking's become like one of my favorite things. Like I come home and I'm tired, but I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll make something to eat, and I enjoy making it, even if it's just like a sandwich,
just fluffing around.
I just like making a sandwich because I'm like, oh, look,
you just get all the chef.
Look at this fucking
salt,
sandwich that I made. It's like, and it's always like, especially when I can't be bothered going to the shop, so it's always random. As like when I came home today, my snack was avocado, barbecue sauce, piece of cheese from the burgers from last night that we had left over, some coleslaw, beetroot, pineapple.
Something else, a cracker or something.
Beetroot, pineapple in like a burger bun.
Yum.
No, it's just like avocado stacked with salad, and just eat that.
And then when you go to bite it down, you're just squishing into all the...
That's one thing I don't like. I've come to realize I don't like brioche buns on burgers because they either split.
Why is that?
I don't necessarily like the taste of them. Like I'd rather have like a crusty burger or like a powdery burger.
I like that. Like a bun from like that's been in the oven for like 20 seconds or something like that. Or like hot cross bun oven.
Oh yeah, like those dinner rolls. I like when I go to grilled. I like getting the panini, which is like the dusty bread. I like those ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the flour on top.
Yeah. They're so good.
Oh man, grilled.
They're so good. I haven't had a Garden Goodness burger in ages. I want to get one of those. That's probably my favorite burger at the moment.
I think Leah got one the other day too. I had a bit of a bite and fuck, it was good. But I love cooking also, but now I'm just like, I can't be fucked. Because I just don't eat. I'll have, if I'm going to drive to get a coffee in the morning, I'll stop at Macca's and get 2 hash browns. Fat fuck. And then I won't eat until, like I just ate before something that was meant to be my dinner last night, but I didn't have dinner last night. So,
do you get your coffee from Macca's every day?
No, it's a place called Cup of Joe's, and it's a drive-through.
Oh, sick.
It's so cool. It's just on the main, like one of the main busy streets in the morning. And
Is
I have
it
to do
busy
like a bunch of turns to get there, but no, depends what time. I wake up super late. I go
probably
at like 10. So
yeah, and also probably not because actually in Sydney people are going to work as well, so maybe.
It's on a road that like heads to the main freeway in my area. So like, I think Leah's cousin recommended it. Like go to Cup of Joe's. I'm like, no. Hate trying new coffee places. Fucking hate it.
Do you?
I was like,
not like making your coffee machine coffee in the morning because it's loud.
I do, but I never can be bothered to froth the milk, so I'm always having iced coffee. How pathetic is that? But I can't be bothered frothing my milk.
30 seconds.
I know.
You literally just have to wait for the coffee machine to get warm enough, and it's 30 seconds. And knowing it takes you like 6 hours to drink your coffee, so like a 30-second wait is not that bad.
This is from the morning. I made one after it, maybe like 12 o'clock, and it's ice cold.
And you'll probably finish it too tomorrow.
My reasoning for buying a coffee is this:
gets you out of the house.
I think if I've bought a coffee, I get to get out of the house. This is before, my newfound obsession of rolling on, plywood.
Yeah.
If I buy a coffee, I have to do something with it. I've just spent money on a coffee. I need to writing zone, get in my zone. Because if I just make a coffee myself, I'm like, I can just make another one. Just, keep going, go at a slow pace, don't try. But if I buy it, well, it hasn't even worked for me, to be honest, dude, because I've got nothing in the tank. But that's the idea when I buy it.
Yeah,
I
know
bought
that.
like 10.
I know that whole vibe of like feeling the routine.
Yeah, I bought 10 before I even got my royalty card or rewards card.
Yeah,
and they recognized me because I'm there like every morning. and they only gave me 2 little hole punches when I got it. I'm like, come on, you know I've got like 10 in the last 2 weeks. Come on, just punch a hole row for me, please.
Dogs.
But they didn't. Fucking dogs. But, actually came up with something good today. I was just, every time I try and write to what we have, I would just sit there and I'm like, because I've heard the songs that many times. I listen to them every day, all of them. The ones that like I'm going to write to. And fuck, it just fucks me mentally because I'm like, I've heard this song maybe 800 times this year. I don't want to listen to it anymore. So I pick up my acoustic guitar to like get something going, and then I'm just like, I've got an idea, but I can't be fucked recording it all because it's fucking guitars. I've got to have drums, blah blah blah.
Do you have like a voice demo of it?
I can have one. I
mean, so you just remember them?
Yeah. Because like I'll have these little phases. I'll play it for ages until I actually record it.
You want to hear something crazy about songwriting before I knew how to demo on a computer? When I was in like my first bands, we used to write songs at practice, and we didn't have a way of recording them, so we would write them, right? And we jammed them like 10 times. We were like, sick. This is sick. This is a sick song. And then the next week we would come back to practice. And we would remember the song without having any way to listen to it or anything. Oh my God. And I just remember writing so many songs like that. And there's like snippets of the songs online, but I don't remember any of them now. But I just remember like we would write a song, wouldn't have a way to record it, and then we'd play it at a show on the weekend, that weekend.
So did you just like love them so much that you would like practice them at home, or you just,
I think
like,
it was
really into it on
like,
the day?
Like jamming was like a different thing. Like instead of, I feel like I did a similar thing with like Good Intentions. Like we didn't really have a demo of that for ages. Yeah. But we all remembered kind of how it went, or like someone would really remember how it went and guide everyone. And like, remember it went like this, and they're like, click something in their head. Yeah. But that was like everybody in the band was like always remembering their part. And it was in a band that I played.
They had to be super switched on too, though, because like there's no alternative. You know, if you want to get something done, you're gonna have to remember how it goes. Yeah,
and I just remember like we went to record with someone, and we just like there was no demo, there was no guide or anything. It was just like us recording, and it was like I'm just trying like thinking back to that time. It wasn't even that long ago. It was maybe like 10 years ago.
That's funny though, because like what the engineer's like, so what do you got? Like, just let me record the whole song and then like tell me what you think.
Yeah. Insane. So funny.
Do you like? Were they any good?
Yeah, I thought we were going to be a sick as band. Like I believe that we were a good band. It was like an indie rock band, but like no one really had like we didn't know how to book a show. It's like the band that I learned how to do like basically do everything in. It was kind of the same time I joined the Spin Set. So the Spin Set would have heaps of demos, but the other band that I was talking about, I played drums in that band. We just didn't really have any demos. We had like rough as guitar demos, and that was about it. Because the guitarist would just write songs, and then he's like, "Oh, play something to this," and I just try and think of something stupid to play to it. And he's like, "Cool, sounds good." Yeah. And I was like, "All right."
Wait, were you on drums?
Yeah.
For that band?
Yeah, that was fun.
Are you a bass or guitar for Spin Set?
Bass.
Right.
Bass, yeah.
Is that your first band you're in that you played bass?
No. The first band I was in that was straight out of high school. It was in a band called Groove Shot. Really like this funk, not funk. It was like more straight up rock with like groove, like funk groove in it.
Right.
It was pretty cool. That was a sick band. That was like I feel like I was in all these bands. It was like if everybody cared, we could have done something. And it wasn't until like 10 years later that I was like, fucking finally, all these people want to be in a band still.
Looked at me, you're like, oh, this cunt has no other career options. Perfect. He has to do something.
This cunt just bought a car, and I was like, fuck. And then 2 years later,
like I was the second time I met you, right?
2 years later, I was in the exact same position.
I remember like it must have been like I must have had only met you a couple times,
I
and
think
you
it was
advised
like
me
the third,
heavily against it.
I think it was like the third practice. I think we had just jammed, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my new car." I'm like, "Oh, sick."
And
I think like on the way home, I texted you, and I was like, "Wait, is it a brand new car?" And you're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Fuck."
yeah, that's right. Because I remember going, "Oh, I wish had have known you sooner, so I could have talked you out of it."
Yeah, I wish I
But
could.
to be honest, I feel like
myself
nothing
out
would
of
have
it.
talked me out of it then, because I had that in my mind. I couldn't have like seen any other way of it happening other than how it did without buying it. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know if that made any sense, but like I couldn't have just taken people's word for it that I'm going to regret this.
Yeah, no,
Because of course I was like,
yeah,
why would I?
yeah, for sure.
It's a brand new car.
Yeah,
Before I even really knew what touring was and how little money I'd make in a band, I was like, no, I can pay this off easy. 7 years. In a way, I just didn't even think that the band would go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, fuck.
Or that quickly.
9 to 5.
Or that quickly.
Monday, Friday, like,
Yeah.
I'll pay it off easy. Then the first whole year, I was just paying interest. And I'm like, get me out. Still remember this when we're at Bondi for my birthday while recording the record. And my car was up for sale in Victoria. And we were like walking somewhere after we had just smashed plenty of drinks at
Icebergs, yeah.
And and I was walking with you and Gibbo, I think, somewhere. Or we're probably all walking, but I was next to you and Gibbo. And the guy called me and just like completely bargained me down. I was like, oh yeah, mate, whatever, just have it. Just have the car. Sold it for like 13 and a half, and it was only like a year old, and I paid like 20 something for it. I was like, oh my God.
He just called you at the perfect time to bargain you down.
The perfect time. I know. I just wanted it gone because I was like, yeah, if I can take it, I don't care.
Oh man.
Oh well, we live and we learn.
That's it, mate. It's the only way you can grow is if you fucking make mistakes, I feel. I mean, if you can learn from other people's mistakes, fucking good on you. Good on you.
Very difficult because
you.
It's like hindsight. Hindsight always 20/20, as they say.
I feel like at that point in my life, I was just like, I could kind of like I had this like kind of foresight in like, what I would have told you is like, if you want to be in a band and really want to be in a band, I would suggest waiting 2 or 3 years, because if this band takes off, you're going to want that 20 grand, not having that 20 grand loan on you.
Yeah.
It's not like your car was shit, right? It was just like an older car. Was it not working?
Yeah, it was over 200,000 Ks and the window was broken. So it wouldn't go up and down. And it was just one practice I drove to Sunbury, which was an hour and a half or an hour and like 40 from Rosebud. And the window was down and it was freezing. It was winter. I'm like, this is fucked. I'm getting a brand new car, fully financed from somebody else.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, basically. And I remember like the salesman, fuck, these are conniving little cunts, aren't they? The salesman was like, I'll try and get you a better deal. Talk to my manager, talk to the finance guy. Comes out, is like, okay. Had to push for it, but all these fucking whatever, like trying to suck my cock, thinking he's doing a good thing. But looking back at it, fuck me, did I get railed? Why did I believe him? Fucking conniving.
If you just think
prick.
about it, you look like you're a guy that wants a sports kit. Like just another $7,000 only equates to like $2 a week for the next 37 years. Nah?
Yeah, it says it really smart. You're like, easy. And I remember like when I was going through all the extras, right after I'd signed the deed for the car, they shove you straight into the next room where bloody Linda or whatever her name is just, okay, here's all the extras package. What do you want? Do you want your windows tinted? $1,000? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not how much it costs to tint windows, surely.
Yeah. It's just like
so
them
no.
getting the extra money. You could definitely get it tinted cheaper somewhere else.
You probably get it tinted for like $100, $200 surely, you know?
I could just get it myself. I'm going to get some fucking sticky tape and put it on the windows, Linda. Just fuck off.
Some fucking black spray paint from Bunnings.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Did you get one of my? Did you get my Snapchat today?
Which one?
The one with that person's name.
No, you said sound on, right?
Oh, that was the last one I sent. Maybe I didn't send it to you. I don't want to look at. I don't want to turn my phone on now because it's recording this.
Okay, now it's alright. What was it?
Oh, it was spelt, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no! Yes.
The
name.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was?
Give me a second. The last name was it cum related?
Yeah. It was Comerford. Right, which that's only funny if you're a juvenile like mine, if your brain's a juvenile like mine. But the first name was MyFanni.
No, dude.
And I was just like, sure, because when I get to the depot, they're like, whose orders do you have? And you read out the names and they bring the orders out to you, right? And I just go, my Fanny Comerford. I'm like, what the fuck did I just read?
It's like, it's not time to fuck around, James. What is the name?
I was just like, that's unfortunate. I mean, not unfortunate. It's just like, it's not only unfortunate if you're.
It is unfortunate. Imagine school with that name.
Yeah, but she was. When I delivered it was like this old ass lady. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. It's like old. Do
you reckon?
Go.
I was wondering, can you make funny names like that, or is it going by like license ID that you have to show?
I think the orders are just like click and collect. So I mean, you would have to show your ID. Maybe you just need the order number when you pick it up. You just rock up like, I got to order for Jake, and then you go, this is the order number. They'll be like, sweet.
Because if I could probably order it with a fake name, but then if I go to the post office, I couldn't collect it because my name isn't My Fanny Comerford.
Yeah, it's like going to a coffee shop when they don't know your name, you just tell them an easy as name, like Ben.
Yeah,
Ben. I can just.
That's what Gibbo needs to do every time he's in the States from now on, or any Starbucks. Jay? What else do they call him? It was Jay.
I can't remember.
He never got Jai though.
Yeah, they always spelled it wrong.
Remember they always had trouble with saying Jai?
J-A-I.
Couldn't do it.
J-E-R? Jar. Jar was the one.
Jar.
Jar?
Oh my god. Jar? Order for jar?
Honey,
jar
we're
Comerford?
Gonna need a jar and a funnel. You ever watch Rat Race?
What's that?
The movie Rat Race?
No.
Oh, dude, I think I'm gonna watch it tonight with Kate. It's nice. Fucking hilarious. Rowan Atkinson.
Ooh. These are fucking
some fucking other. Let me look it up right now. It's a great movie. Rat Race.
Yeah. Have you been like, what TV shows aside from our One Tree Hill watch parties?
Been smashing New Girl with Kate.
The
latest. It's on SBS On Demand. So if you want to watch it,
cool. On any other streaming services like Netflix or Stan or something?
No, it's not on any of those. It's on Netflix in the States, but it's not. Here. VPN. So this movie, Rowan Atkinson, John Cleese, Whoopi Goldberg, Cuba Gooding Jr., Seth Green, Wayne Knight, which is Newman from Seinfeld. John Lovitz.
God, what a character.
John Lovitz, Breckin Meyer, who is from Bring It On, I'm pretty sure. Clueless.
Right.
Clueless, my bad. Let's have a look at this.
I love that movie.
Kathy Naomi. You know their faces. Amy Smart. What's her face? Amy Smart, you know her. But it's just a funny movie about these people who go to a casino and then they get told that there's like $1 million in like some safe in like this town, and then they have to go and get it and crack. Whoever gets there first gets the $1 million or something like that.
So it is, and
it's just like funny things that happen on the way, kind of thing. It's a good movie.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Is it like an older movie?
Yeah, it was released in 2001.
Wow.
It's a remake of a
gonna get
film
it up.
called The Rat Race from 1960.
Rat Race.
Oh, wait.
Right,
Wait. It might not be a remake. I might have read that wrong. No.
I'm looking at the
it's
photo
not
now. Oh
a remake.
my god.
It's not a remake.
This looks like a classic. This looks like fucking what's that movie that everyone watches around Christmas time? Love Actually.
Love Actually,
It looks like
Yeah, it's like a
stacked
similar
cast.
vibe. Yeah. Similar vibe, but more comedic.
Yeah.
There's actually probably some distasteful jokes, but it was 2001, so fucking hilarious.
Well, I mean, there's definitely plenty of things that would not be acceptable back then. Like, I love watching Kath and Kim. Love it. Like, I watch it every night. The same cast for that, they were in probably how they all met. They were on like some sketch show on whatever channel it was, like like in the 90s.
Yeah.
And Sharon Strzelecki
Yeah.
did quite a few black faces. It was like, I looked at him, I was like, it was just so many characters or so many scenes with it. And I think she might have done one in Kath and Kim too. And I was like, oh my God.
No.
I'm not going to go parading about it on Twitter, but I was like, fuck. Poor choice.
Yeah, it is a poor choice for sure. Like, but I reckon at that time, because I don't want to make excuses because obviously that's not a good thing to do. But just like I'm gonna make an excuse. That's what I'm gonna do right now. At that time, like I don't think people thought of it as. No one thought of it as racist because they were trying to make a joke.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, people, and that's like, maybe they weren't meaning to be harmful, but like, it is, and that's probably why people are like bringing stuff up like that now. Because I guarantee everybody's like excuse would be, but like, I was none the wiser. It's like, we know that everyone was probably like that back then, but the point is, educating now and. Like, hindsight 2020, yes, you shouldn't have done that, but there's not much they can do about.
Yeah, there's not much people can change.
You know what I
mean? You can't change the past. Like,
even like
guys, like you just think this is going to be funny. We'll do it. It was funny then. People thought it was funny. 20 years later, people realize we're fucking stupid. Why are we making? Why don't we just get someone to play that character or whatever the thing was? And you learn that I did the wrong thing and now I'm going to do the right thing. Like, that's the whole purpose of life. I reckon. Here we go. Here's a statement for you. The whole purpose of life.
This is the whole purpose of life.
The meaning of life is to live and to learn. You need to make mistakes to live life. Like, you have to try and not make mistakes, but when you do make mistakes, the point is to learn from them and be better. Right?
People would love to go through and not make mistakes. No one's getting a perfect run of the Mario level that is life,
You only get a perfect run
very,
after.
very hard.
You could never put in Mario and get a perfect run straight off the bat. You would, like, without playing it. Without playing the game.
Yeah. Exactly. Fuck.
Fuck, I wish I was high.
I'm actually getting a little bit of sauce for the birthday week that I have next week for Leah.
Is it next week? Maybe I'll get some sauce too. We could do a fucking party online.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can party in real life, but fuck you guys.
Yeah. But we're going like Monday night. We're staying at like this kind of Airbnb till like we're leaving Thursday. But first night's gonna be me and Leah, and then second night like Teddy, Lockie, I think Aiden as well coming down for a night. So it's gonna be a heavy night on the sauce.
Heavy
hitters.
hitters.
So long for me.
That's gonna be some fun times. that group of people. Your guts are going to hurt just from laughing, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I was thinking about it today. There's one thing that I've missed this whole time is just going to the pub and sitting at the bar and just ordering a VB, a pint of VB, and just drinking this ice cold VB. I don't think there's anything better than drinking an ice cold VB at the pub.
Just VB.
I honestly think VB is one of the best beers you could drink at the pub. Like there's better tasting.
I'm sure that's not
there's better tasting beers.
Unpopular opinion.
I get that. I get that. There's better tasting beers, craft beers, and all that shit. I don't give a fuck. You go to the pub after a day at work, and it is fucking gold going down your throat.
Well, you just want to immerse yourself in Aussie culture, don't you? Just
like
you are.
They're literally
the quintessential.
Their
Australian.
slogan is literally what it is. After a hard day,
what is the slogan?
It's like a hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer, and the best cold beer is Vic. Do you remember that? Do you remember that ad? It was just like a dude in the wife beater, like working in the fields all day, and he fucking comes home and he cracks open a cold VB.
Remember that guy on the
it's like quintessential Australian male.
Facebook? Yeah, there's this guy, like, is the definition of it. He went viral on Facebook like a year or two ago. It's like cracking a fucking long neck, and he's got a long neck VB. I might need to try and find it, send it to you. But
have you heard Aiden's
I haven't
long
had a
neck
VB on tap ever.
Oh, bro, it's way better than VB in a can or in a bottle. It's like, honestly, when it's ice cold, it just tastes like water, and it's amazing.
Yeah, because that's so easy.
It's so cold. Like, and the first one that you drink, because you're like thirsty, or it's like your first one when you go out, you don't no pre-drinks before. It just goes down to, like, you drink it in like a minute, and you're like, give me another one.
I know. The last time I remember going to like a bar and having just a beer was with you, and it was before we were going somewhere. Fucked if I know where it was. To be honest, we had a beer at the pub next to your house, and then Kate and Leah, or maybe just Kate, came down after we had one beer and we sat outside or something like that. Don't know where we were going.
Well, why wasn't Leah there?
Going to the city for something. It was for a show. I think maybe Leah was.
Were Kate and Leah doing makeup?
Maybe.
Do you remember when we came home after the Sydney show acoustic tour, and Rowan, Kate, and Leah were drinking? We had just got home and we were fucked, and you slept, and I went out and did something, and I came back and you had slept all day. And then they were just drinking the whole time. And then we got in an Uber and we both fell asleep in the Uber on the way to the show.
Oh, fuck. Where? It was a really, really warm car, wasn't it? Like
it was like an SUV. And we were both sitting in the back, and we were both just like so tired from the night before.
Where are we going, dude?
We're going to the acoustic tour, Melbourne.
Oh, we're going to our own show.
Our own show, and we were so tired. We're going to sound check.
We're falling asleep. That's right. That was a cool show. That was a cool venue. Aside from that weird rule where they wouldn't serve me
with your shit. With
one of my
buttons. Yeah, that was funny. It was a really bougie place. It was like everyone in there was so nice, and we were just in there just causing the ruckus. I was like, yeah, I'll work the door, and then I was like, had 3 beers like from sound check to us playing. I was like, it's already sold out. We're not going to make any more money. Fuck it. Anyone can come in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there were already people. I don't know if we talked about this before, but there was already people in there. People that had their dinner tables there. No one had come in and like moved anything around. They were still in there. And I think some of them, there was this one old guy with a fedora that stayed the whole time. I was like, Didn't know I was getting entertainment with my dinner, but whatever.
I remember at the end of that show, I was so drunk that I went to sit at one of the tables at the back after like half the people had left, and there was like 3 tacos on this plate, and I'm like, oh, I'm taking fucking eating these. I sat down next to there was like 2 or 3 fans still sitting at the table. And I'm like, are these your guys' tacos? Yeah. And they're like, oh no, that person just left. I was like, sweet.
Sick. If you tell anyone, I'll fucking break your neck. There's been so many times actually in my life where I've wanted so badly to go, there's only one bite out of that burger. Like, sure, they're gone. Give it to me.
Mate, I did that before we left for the US. I went away for Stu's Bucks. Stu Watts. she,
I think you actually
playbook
might have
drummer.
told me this. Yeah.
And we were fucking going to the brewery where we were spending the day for drinks or whatever. And
was Marshall there too?
Marshall was there. Me, Marshall, Trav, Craig were basically like one clique of friends, and then all of Stu's other friends. So we were, I felt like we were the teenagers of the group, and then all these other friends were like super mature. So me, Trav, Craig, and Marshall were just getting high and fucking getting blind like the whole time. So we rock up at the pub, and we had been drinking since like 8 a.m. at the house.
Yeah.
And we get to the pub for lunch at 2. And I'm just like,
dude, you're already fucked. Sure,
already fucked. So I maybe bought like four or 5 pints, but I was already fucked. Like 4 or 5 pints from 2 o'clock till like 6 o'clock, which is only like 4 hours. That's a lot of beer. Anyway, we sit like the sun's blaring all day. It's busy as, and then all these people start leaving, and there's food everywhere, and we just go and pick a table and sit at it because we want to get out of the shade. And then I sit down at this table, and there's literally like 4 chicken wings, half a burger, and all these fries in front of me, and I'm just like, well, it'd be fucking rude not to pick up the burger. And then
I'd be mad if you didn't.
Marshall's like, you are not going to eat that. And I'm like, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm like, it's fucking pretty good.
If you're going to come on the road with us in America, you were going to put up with my eating.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'll take what I can
mate,
get.
this is what you're going to see for the next 6 weeks. So get used to it.
Was that the tour that you had the cheese balls on?
Yeah.
Or was that the WithCon tour that you had the cheese balls as well?
That was that tour.
Unbelievable.
I remember smashing them after the Orlando show, and then the next morning we woke up at that gym, and I just threw up all over.
Yeah, and your throw up was like orange.
Just fluoro orange
cheese. I miss fucking tour. Fuck.
Oh man,
can't believe that was the last show that we played.
I know.
That one.
At least we got sick food.
Always
good food. We always
seems
end up
like
talking about
that'll
it.
be the venue that we play every single time we're there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh, we got through it, didn't we? I was like, fuck, I got absolutely nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I was just taking a shit, and I was like, this, and this. Let's go.
I wrote notes on my phone, and then I used my phone as the camera, and now I just couldn't access it.
That's fine.
That's all good. Thanks for listening, guys.
Fuckaroonie.
It's been fun. Sorry if we was a little bit boring, but we got there.
Oh, fuck yous. We
Actually,
are
no.
here to tell you that we can cook.
I'm not fucking sorry.
Things.
I'm not sorry. If you've listened this far,
you're gonna listen to it.
If you listen this far, you know what you should do? Subscribe to the Patreon.
Oh, true.
Because
so,
you can
plug.
You can pay for this and get extra content that is exactly like this.
Exactly. And you know what? The main part of subbing or like donating to the Patreon, it's $5 a month. It's so cheap. You get how many days a week? 2 days a week of me and Bassy. We watch One Tree Hill. We're currently season 2 now.
If you think about it,
Thursdays and Saturday mornings.
If you think about it, you get 5 hours of Jake and Bassy a week. Because we do 2 hours each day of watching Watch Party and an hour podcast a week.
Yeah.
Which you get a week
I
earlier
even showed some
than
people, some people from the podcast, from the Patreon, one of the demos that I had written. So you never know how lucky you're going to get for just $5 a month.
Exactly.
You could, you never know.
Yeah.
So there's the bribe. Take the bait if you want. That is up to you completely.
That is.
I've been JT.
I've been Bassy.
Enjoy this new outro music.
Yeah! It's been gone.
Oh yeah, follow us on stuff.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter and you'll find it. Fuck off.